When traveling to Europe, one of the main things you have to deal with in the first few days, and possibly the first few weeks, is jet lag. This video will show you a number of techniques that people have tried to minimize the effect of jet lag. First, you can adjust your sleeping schedule in advance. One website I found states that if you usually go to sleep at 11 p.m. and get up at 7 a.m., that's an 8-hour sleep ideal. You should shift your sleep schedule 1 hour earlier every day for 12 days before you go on your trip, so that you're living in the new time zone. I have personally never tried this technique. I fear that the flight itself would disrupt all the good that I'd done leading up to that, but maybe not. If you're brave and have the ability to slowly shift your sleeping schedule to a European time frame, go for it. Melatonin is controversial in some ways because the FDA does not regulate melatonin. But if you know that it works for you, then the time to take it is at dusk when you arrive in the new country. Do not take it leading up to your journey. Do not take it on the flight. Do not take it any time leading up to when you're going. But once you arrive in the country, wait until dusk and then take melatonin, and it will help reset your body clock. Another thing that people have tried is fasting. Basically, it's a way to trick your body into believing that the day is beginning. Before your trip, eat a nice meal before you head to the airport. Once you're at the airport and all through the flight, don't eat anything. If you don't particularly like airplane food, this will not be a problem for you. So you could fast on the airplane, and then once you arrive in Europe, and you'll be able to eat breakfast once you arrive, the breakfast triggers your body into thinking that it's morning, and it can help reset your body. One that I have never tried, but a lot of people swear by, is earthing. What this means is that as soon as you arrive in your destination, you find a grassy place and you take your shoes off and walk barefoot through the grass. There's no scientific evidence that this works, but many people swear by it. They say it helps them get in touch with the earth and it helps reset their body clock. The one that I have done that has worked for me is what we call light exposure. So you want to expose your body, your skin, to the light, to sunlight when you arrive in the new country, thus triggering your body clock into believing that it's morning, because that's usually when you're exposed to light. So here's how I do it. I arrive in the country that I'm going to. When I'm traveling to Europe, it's usually first thing in the morning that I arrive. And then as soon as I can, I get outside of the airport. Maybe I've done this in the rental car lot, just standing outside my rental car before. But if you're not renting a car or something like that, you might have to wait till you get somewhere else where you have a little bit of privacy. And then just roll your pants up past your knee and expose the backs of your knees to sun. The articles that I've read on this subject state that the back of your knees, because they rarely get sun, if you expose the back of your knees, it's like an extra dose of sun, and it is much more effective in resetting your body clock to believe that it's morning. If you think about it, if you're the type of person who, when you get up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom and you stumble to the bathroom in the dark, are you the type of person that turns the light on in the bathroom, or do you just stay in the dark? If you've turned on the light, you might notice that it tends to wake you up more, and you have a harder time getting back to sleep afterwards. But if you're the type who leaves the light off, you'll notice that you can get back to sleep much easier. It's because of light exposure. So roll up those pants. Finally, obey the new time zone. If you arrive in Europe and it's morning and you go straight to your hotel and take a nap, that is not obeying the new time zone. It's morning. You should be up and out and doing things. So do that. When you arrive, just start doing stuff. Go be a tourist for a bit. Go see the sights. And then maybe in the midday, if you need a little nap, take a nap, but no more than 90 minutes, because if you go longer than 90 minutes, you'll be groggy the rest of the day and it will not help your jet lag. I would recommend even shorter, maybe an hour. an hour nap midday, and then get back up, and even though you feel tired and want to keep sleeping, get out and do stuff, go see stuff. And then when dusk arrives, when it's nighttime, then you're more than welcome to go to sleep. Go back to your hotel, go to sleep, but wait until nightfall, because that is obeying the new time zone. When you see it gets dark, bedtime. And that will help you get over jet lag a lot quicker than if you took a really long nap the first day. That's not going to help you adjust. And then the next day, obey the time zone. Get up, do things all day, go to bed at night. The next day, get up, do things all day, go to bed at night. Within a few days, you'll be completely adjusted. For me, it usually only takes a day or two to adjust. Good luck on dealing with jet lag. Hope these tips help.